Jai Hind everyone. In this video, we will talk about set. So what actually a set is? Set is basically collection of well-defined objects. Okay? Any well-defined objects, when we write them collectively at a place, then that is called set. What does the word well-defined objects means? Well-defined object means, you can say, the things which are defined by each and everyone in the same manner. Like if I ask you a set of planets of our solar system. Okay, so planets of our solar system are well defined. There are right now 8 planets in our solar system are considered. As you know, the Pluto was excluded. 8 planets, which are these? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. Okay, I guess first Uranus comes, then Neptune comes in order to distance. So when we talk about the set of planets of our solar system, these are the 8 planets. These are well defined because anyone in any part of the earth will always write the name of these 8 planets. So these are what? Well defined objects, and when we collectively write it at a place, this is called set. But how we represent a set? Okay, so whenever we represent a set, we use curly brackets. What we use? Curly brackets. So the objects which are under the curly brackets are called set. Like suppose if I draw the curly brackets here, so now it is what? Set. Set is generally represented by capital letters A, B, etc. you can take. Like suppose if I am writing, or sometimes it is not necessary, you can take anything. And suppose I am taking the set of the alphabets of English letters. So you will do what? Suppose I am representing it by the number or letter Z. Okay. So in this Z, all the A to B, all the elements will come. If I am talking about the vowels of the English alphabet, so these are A, E, I, O, U. Okay, this is again well defined because anyone, if you ask that what are the vowels, then vowels are clearly 5, A, E, I, O, U only. So these are called well defined objects, and when we collectively write well defined objects at a place, these are called sets. Hope you have understood what sets are. And suppose if I ask you to write a set of vegetables liked by everyone. Oh, so can you define it? When we talk about the vegetables, it is not necessary that everyone likes every vegetable, or there are any specific criteria. Some may like few vegetables, some may dislike that. So this is not well defined. So since this is not a well defined you can say collection, so we cannot form set on the basis of this information. Hope you have understood that what are well defined objects and what are not, and on the basis of the information which sets we can form and which we cannot. Now let's move further. Now we will talk about the symbols used in sets. First, you already have seen that we used curly brackets to represent a set. Okay, do you remember that Neptune, Pluto and all, sorry, not Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Mars, these were included in the set of planets of our solar system. Each of these individually called element of set. Okay, these are individually called what? Element of set, or these are called the members of set. Basically, we use the word elements. Okay, and suppose that if I ask you that in that set Pluto was included or not. Okay, Pluto was included in the set of the planets of solar system or not, you will say no, Pluto was not included. So whenever any element belongs to the set or not, suppose we named that set as S, so Pluto was not included in the given set. For not included, we use this symbol. Okay, and for included, if any element is included in the set, then we use this symbol. So Mars was included, or Mars belongs to the set, then we use this symbol. And when any element does not belong to that well defined set, then we use the symbol, that we just cross it. Okay, and when it comes to represent the sets, now we will talk about the methods of representation of sets. Okay, so there are basically three methods to represent any set. First is the descriptive method. Second is roster method. And third is set builder method. Okay, suppose I want a set of natural numbers less than 11. Okay, you all have studied what are rational numbers in the chapter integers. So natural numbers, if we start the counting, numbers are called natural numbers. So these are 1, 2, 3, dot 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 till the infinity. Okay, such sets which are never ending are called infinite sets. We will talk about it later. Now when I am talking about the set of natural numbers less than 11. Okay, so less than 11, how many natural numbers are there? Suppose I am representing it by the letter Q. So these are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is the set of natural numbers less than 11. When we write each and every element in the you can say with the help of the comma in curly brackets, then this is called roster method. This is called what? Roster method. And when we describe it like set of natural numbers less than 11, okay, when we describe it with the help of words, then it is descriptive method. Okay, like when we said the set of the planets of our solar system, so that was what? Descriptive method. And when we wrote them in curly brackets with the help of commas individually each and every planet, then that was what? Roster method. Okay, I hope there is no problem in roster method and descriptive method. Okay, suppose I am taking another example. Set of numbers divided by 2 but less than 18. Okay, so when we talk about this set of natural numbers which are divided by 2, 2 is itself divided by 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Less than 18, so we will not take 18. Okay? If it will be less than or equal to 18, then we would have included 18. So this is what? Set of natural numbers divided by 2 but less than 18. Make it set of natural numbers. Okay? So set of natural numbers divided by 2 but less than 18. This is the set. This was the descriptive method. This was the roster method. Now we will talk about the set builder method. Okay? In set builder method, we use some symbols. Firstly, you use the symbol. You know, it is colon. We call it what? Such that. Okay? And you remember this symbol. This means what? Belongs to. And this symbol means does not belongs to. Yeah, do not belongs to. Remember these symbols because we are going to use this in the set builder method. Suppose we have to describe the set of natural numbers less than 11 in descriptive method. So we will describe it as Q. We take any arbitrary element. Suppose I am taking X such that, okay, X belongs to the set of natural numbers. Set of natural numbers is already a well-defined set and it is denoted by the capital letter N. Okay. So X belongs to N. When X belongs to N, so since I told you that natural numbers is an infinite set, means it has infinite elements. So we have to put some restrictions on it. Then we will write, we have a restriction here that this set is less than, elements of this set must be less than 11. So less than 11, this is the element of set. So this will be less than 11. Okay? I know this is a bit tricky. Let's have another look. Remember that the set of the numbers which are divided by 2 but less than 18. So that we can write as X. X is what? All the numbers are divided by 2, means there will be multiplication of 2 also. 2n. Okay? And X should, where n should be the natural number and X should be less than 80. How we described it? The numbers were 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. For 2, it is called 2 into 1. 4, it is 2 into 2. 6, it is 2 into 3. 8, it is 2 into 4. 10, it is 2 into 5. If you take out the 2, you will see that the numbers which the 2 is multiplied to are basically the natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10. So in this way, when 2 is successively multiplied to the natural numbers, we get the set of even numbers. So in this way, we can write this, that when natural numbers multiplied with 2, this gives us the elements of this set.